Hello, thank you for tuning in tonight. My name is Michael Tellerino. I am the CEO of K9 for Veterans. We're here tonight with Jim Ryle, who is the chairman of Operation Honor. We're also here with Chris, am I pronouncing it right?
Metros.
Metros. She is a volunteer and also on the committee for Operation Honor. Jim, let me start out with asking you, how long have you been a member of the Blue Island Post?
About 17, maybe 18 years.
Okay, and it's what, post number?
It's post 50. I've spent 4 years as the commander, and right now I'm on the executive committee for the post.
And that's part of the Operation Honor?
That's actually part of, that's the Legion structure.
Okay.
Operation Honor. Actually, Operation Honor was an outgrowth of doing a Veterans Day parade, which we did for 6 years.
Right.
And after 6 years, the committee wanted to do something different. And so we came up with the idea of doing a stationary event at Memorial Park, which is Operation Honor.
Tell us how this all started. How did you come up with this idea to do this Operation Honor to, you know, support veteran groups?
We enjoyed a lot about doing the parade. There were a few problems that were turning up, which we realized we could solve by having a location for it as opposed to a parade. And the Memorial Park District, the commissioners and the executive director was part of our committee at that time, and so it was kind of a natural to just roll it over to Memorial Park, and they've been very generous with help and working with us.
What kind of attendance do you get at this event? I mean,
probably about 3,000, 3,500, yes.
That's awesome. And this is, from what I understand, this is the 4th year
Yes, sir.
for this event. So it's
Yes,
been
it is.
pretty successful to have a 4th year at it. That's
Oh,
great.
we're also glutton for punishment.
Yeah, I know a lot about that, believe me. Tell me a little bit about Operation Honor. Chris, why don't you answer that?
Well, the purpose is to honor, respect, and show gratitude for all who served. And I especially like this event because it's a fundraiser and we can give back to the veterans. So it's really important to us. That's the purpose of our event.
Also, it's an educational
Is it? How is
event.
it educational?
We're trying to show families things about the military, what it's like. We have Vietnam reenactors that are there that lay out the equipment that they would have used in Vietnam. We have...
That's awesome.
Yes, it is. We have World War II trucks that have been refurnished that are there that people can...
That's the name of that organization is what?
the Veterans Garage.
But yeah, they're
Joe
an awesome
Werner.
group.
Yes.
They really are.
We do things like that. In the field house, we have historical stuff. We have memorabilia from the war, sometimes bayonets, helmets, things like that. So we're trying to show, in fact, I'm not sure that he'll make it this year, but we have a veteran that comes with his whole battle rattle, which is the gear that he wore when he was in the service. And we let people try it on and see it. And remind me, I've got a story about that later.
I could tell you what John did that one day when we had an event.
I know.
But anyway.
Also, I want to add one thing if I could.
Sure.
The event that you have, or the display that you have with the table, that's really important and interesting. What about that?
Not sure it'll be there this year, but because we're working with some of the local historical societies.
Jim, hold on. We got a caller calling in.
Okay.
Put the caller through, please.
Yes, sir.
I can barely hear you.
Okay. Yes, sir. My name's Ray, and I'm a Vietnam vet. I'm 70 years old. I was 508 MP Company in Saigon, 1969 to 70. And the way the people disrespect our flag is a sin. All these top people, sports people, football players and stuff, they make millions and millions of dollars. Can't stand up for our national anthem. You know what they should do? You know what the owners should make them do?
What's that?
Have a large flag every game and have the players waving the flag up and down. That's what they should make them do. But you know what's going to happen? They're going to cut out the national anthem, on television, and come after the national anthem so that they don't show the players kneeling. That's a shame. Thank you.
Thank you for calling, sir.
Thank you for your service, too. I was
Thank you for your
Vietnam
service.
69 and 70.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jim, I was just going to ask you, Jim, and again, thank you for your call. Jim, I was going to ask you, you served in Vietnam,
Yes, sir, I did.
so,
And actually, that was when we first did Operation Honor. One of the keynote things that we wanted to do there was to kind of imitate, in a lot of ways, the Vietnam experience. We wanted to set it up with the music, with the Enlisted Man's Club, with the reenactors there, which they don't actually do reenact a battle. That's a little too heavy for some people. But they display the equipment and everything. All of that was focused because being a Vietnam veteran, that was kind of like what I knew. And that's what we looked for.
that's awesome. Chris,
Yes.
why don't you tell us the purpose of Operation Honor? I know there's always a purpose behind everything we do, so tell us about the purpose for
The purpose is to give back to the veterans,
Okay,
and that's what we're all about.
honor, respect.
Yes, honor, respect, and gratitude. Exactly.
You know, I've heard a lot of good things. I've been to your event several
Yes, you have.
times, and it's an amazing event. You guys really go out of your way to make it an event, a special event.
And Blue Island itself is a historic place.
Yeah.
It's older than the city of
They're
Chicago.
really big on veterans in the
Absolutely.
city of Blue Island.
There's
Yeah.
many generations of people.
Yeah, I noticed
Many
that.
veterans.
Well, tell us about, is there going to be any entertainment there?
Yes, there will be. We have this year Howard Productions, a DJ, an excellent DJ group.
Awesome.
And we were looking for who we were going to have for entertainment this year, and I was talking with Lonnie from Howard Productions, and he said, "We'll do it." And
He always steps up to the plate for, he is a true advocate of animals in every way. This guy transports them, it's just that he donates his time to Operation Honor. He does all of K9 for Veterans events, so
yes.
hooray, Lonnie.
And that was, yeah, hooray. I mean, I said, could you give us an idea of what it's going to cost us? He says, no. What do you mean, no? He says, for veterans, it's not going to cost you anything.
He is an amazing man. Him and his wife both are. They're really good people. Do you have any exhibits that are going to be there? I mean, is there any special attractions there? Any special sponsors going to be there?
We will have, well, like I said, we'll have the Army trucks. Well, they're not all Army trucks. We have
Vintage trucks.
vintage trucks, yes.
Okay.
There's one in there from the Seabees. There's a Navy truck. There's Air Force trucks. So it's a variety of the different branches. They'll be there for display. We will also have historical societies are supposed to be there with displays of things. I know Blue Island will be there, and if there's room, I have a couple of dioramas of Vietnam that I would display there.
Chris, what about, is it a family-oriented event, or is it strictly for adults type of theme?
It's for kids of all ages as
Is it?
well. We have face painting. We have an
Really?
animal balloon man, a bounce house.
Bounce house.
We have a bungee jump, a Euro bungee jump, and that would include all ages as
Right.
well. There's an obstacle course. We have food, Italian ice by someone we know. And so children will have a wonderful time all day. And they love the plane, too. They
Is
spoke
this-
about the plane. That's one
There's-
of their favorite things.
We have, from the government, we have an A-7D Corsair jet bomber
Mm-hmm.
from.
Now, they bring that in? Or is that
It's
permanently
stationary.
there,
Yes.
stationary there?
It lives there,
It lives there.
yeah.
It was a bitch to land it.
Yeah, that could have been a little tight.
But that'll be on display, and it'll be people will be able to go up there and see into the cockpit and walk around the outside of the plane and everything. And for a slight fee, you
Get their
can
Kodak picture taken in there.
exactly.
Exactly.
That's awesome. I guess the important question is there a cover charge to get in?
There's no admission charge to the event itself. There are, like I said, several things where there will be a charge for, like the picture taking in the plane,
Okay, and that's
the
pretty
Euro
customary.
bungee jump,
Right.
you know, a few things like that. Otherwise, it's no charge to be there.
Chris, what's the date of this event? Time and
It's
location?
25th of August.
Okay.
And it's from noon to 10 p.m. Location is Memorial Park, and there are many Memorial Parks. Memorial Park, Blue Island, 12804 Highland Avenue, Blue Island 60406.
Okay, and the times are again from?
Noon to 10 p.m.
Okay, awesome.
It's Highland Avenue is like 2700 off of 127th Street.
All right.
So people.
Plenty of
coming-
parking?
It's reasonable. It depends on how many people are showing up.
Any shuttle service going out here?
No, not so far, right?
Yeah, we've talked about it, but we haven't.
Okay, I was just kidding.
The neighborhood folks don't mind at all.
No. Parking on the streets and stuff, okay, no one's gonna
Yes.
get ticketed?
Right.
Right.
Okay, how does this event get funded? I mean, that's a really, you're putting on a lot of big things going on there.
Right.
You know, you're
right.
bringing a lot of attractions in to bring people to your event. How do you pay for this?
Well, the funding, like you know, Michael, is
Oh, too well.
it's always the hard part.
Yeah.
And we've done a number of things in the past that we have used to fund it. We've done candlelight bowl.
Mm-hmm.
We've done a flower sale, which was actually very productive.
A flower sale?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a connection where we could get flowers from a wholesaler, and people would order them, and they would be delivered the Saturday before Mother's Day, and then people would just be able to come in and pick up their
Really?
orders. Yes, very
So
nice.
this is really a team effort here.
Oh yes.
I mean, you got a lot of things in the mix here going on.
In the past, we've had pancake breakfast, candlelight bowling.
All to support this event.
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, it's really an awesome event. I mean, like I said, I've been there. I've seen it firsthand. I walked in there the first time and I went, wow, this is awesome.
Also, the airplanes. We didn't mention airplanes.
Well, yeah, but we were still doing.
We have to. Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
We're talking about
I
funding.
can jump ahead of all of it.
We were talking about the funding, and I was just
Yeah.
going to say that, we are this year we're raffling off a motorcycle, which we did 2 years ago, and we have the raffle tickets available. They will be available at the event, and there's local businesses that let us show the bike there because the bike it's actually fairly spectacular. It's
If you must say so yourself.
if I must say so myself. It's a 2008 Harley Davidson 1200 XL C for custom, and it's a limited. It's a numbered bike, 2132 out of 3200.
Now, if they wanted to learn more about this bike and the raffle and how hopefully they can win it, if they're lucky enough, they would go to, if I'm correct, Operation Honor BlueIsland.org. So it's Operation Honor BlueIsland.org, and you can learn a whole lot more about Operation Honor. You can learn about their event. You can learn about the bike and the
A lot of
raffle and
pictures from
a
the
lot of
previous
pictures
ones.
from the previous event. So that's really good. Who deserves the credit for making this happen?
The committee mostly.
Jim. Yeah.
Now.
Jim, you were the past commander for your post?
Yes, for 4
Up until
years.
recently, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now you're just the chairman for Operation Honor.
And
What do you find more taxing?
canines.
Yeah, thanks. That's really nice.
But I love canines.
I'll remember that Monday morning. So that's how it's funded, by all these little smaller events that you put on during the course of the year to pay for this.
Yes, and donations. We get, local businesses will contribute to us. Sometimes,
Banks, all sorts of,
So you have a
Places.
number of local sponsors. Do you get a lot of support from your community?
yes,
Do you?
yes.
And that's important, because I know with K9, getting support means everything. You know, I mean, you can't do what we do without the support from the community
And that's,
and volunteers.
yes.
You couldn't. I'm sure you couldn't put this on without the volunteers you have.
heck no.
absolutely,
You know,
yeah.
Just,
I'll tell you, as you know from being with me at K9, our volunteers are amazing. They just work tirelessly and
Tirelessly.
endlessly, and they just give it 101%. And I've noticed the same thing with your organization too. You just go and go and go, and that's what it takes, a team to make these things work.
Without a question.
I mean, it really does. I mean, it's just
We have really good people on the committee. Very, very hardworking, very creative. Some of the ideas they come up with, they sort of look at it and go, what? And then you realize, yeah, that's really good. We always use more help. We can always use more
Tell
help.
them how they would get in touch with you to get more help.
They can go to our website, and we have a place there where they can volunteer to help. We don't have an actual phone number. Yes, I'll give mine.
You
708.
can get a date this way, maybe.
Yes.
She wouldn't like it.
Oh, that's right. You're married.
Number is 708-541-2202.
Okay, and that would be, if anyone in our audience is interested in volunteering, they can call that number, ask for Jim, or you can reach Jim at our office, which is 773-854-1000. Jim, the proceeds from this event, okay, which I'm happy to report, by the way, the proceeds from this event is going where?
Primarily, it will go to canines for veterans,
And
NFP.
why'd you choose K9?
Right here, okay.
Right there.
We chose canines because the first year that we did Operation Honor, we had a wrap-up meeting right after it was over, and I said to the committee, I said, you guys were, phenomenal, you were fabulous. You did just a tremendous, phenomenal job. And everybody was, patting themselves on the back and everything. I said, now next year, I want to do good. And I got a lot of strange looks because you just said we were phenomenal and now you want to do good. And I said, no, what I mean is we showed honor, respect, and gratitude to
That's right.
those who served. Now we want to do good things
Right.
for our veterans and our service members. So the two things that I thought of right off the top were care packages for deployed troop is like heaven.
I would imagine getting one of those packages when you're out there away from home, and you know what? I've seen what they could pack into these little boxes. You would never think that they can get all those items in that box.
I know.
How they do it. There's
They're
got to be
geniuses.
a science to that, because to see it, I mean, when I see it, I went, wow. I mean, they get, it's amazing
So
what
much
they get
in there, yeah.
And in order to send those boxes, and the one that we decided to go with was Operation Care Package, and we've toured their facility and seen what they do, and they do this amazing job of collecting the stuff and packing it, but they have to pay for the shipping. They have
Yeah.
to pay postage to get it there.
How many days ship a year, do you know? You ever figure that out,
No.
find that out? It's gotta be a ton.
Yeah, but the senility.
Believe me, I'm not that far away.
I don't remember what it is, but it is a staggering number. Just the amount of money that they pay for postage and they,
You mean our government's not giving them a break here on the postage?
Postage,
well, they
yeah.
don't charge them any more than they charge anyone else.
Well, that's great of our government. That's a step up.
For our boys overseas that need
Yeah.
things that the government can't
A
provide.
step up for our government.
Yeah.
Is our cost helpful for you?
Oh my God, yes. When Jim came to me last year and presented us with that check, I was expecting a donation, okay? When I opened that check and I seen the amount of that donation, I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, you would think a donation like that would come from like IBM or
Whoa.
someplace.
Did we
you
give
know
him
what
that much?
I mean? That was
We gave them enough to sponsor, to pay for a service dog
Yeah.
for the shots, the training.
Everything.
And everything.
Yeah.
that
That's great.
one service dog, as Jim will tell you, he's there every day, all week with me at the office. I mean, those service dogs make such a huge difference in these veterans' lives. I don't know, I mean, you're saving a dog and you're
Saving a
saving
person.
a person. I mean, Jim can tell you, there's guys that come in there, veterans that come in there and, they're real apprehensive about the program. Within 90 days, you couldn't take that dog away from them on a bet. And transformation is just amazing. It truly is. So
Yeah.
So that funding that we get from Operation Honor goes a long way to
Yeah,
help
we're
a
happy
veteran.
to be together.
You know what? It's a good marriage. It
Yeah.
works.
It is.
We love what you do. I mean, it's just, I think your motto says it all, to show respect and honor. I don't think there's
Yeah.
enough of that going on today to our veterans. I don't really believe there's enough. I don't think we're doing enough as a country to our veterans that are coming home that served our country and didn't ask for anything in return.
Absolutely.
Before we run out of time, I said there was one little story I wanted to tell you. And in the field house, we have things set up and one of the things that we've had there is the gentleman that does Warrior Vodka,
John Jans.
John Jans, brought in his battle gear with the plates in it, the ceramic plates, the backpack, the
70
helmet.
pounds.
At least, and he was letting people try it on. Well, one of my committee members,
1 minute.
1 minute. 1 minute.
one of my committee members, 80-some-year-old grandmother was there, and she has to try it on. And she got it on, and she could walk around with it, and everybody's going like, my God, I can't even lift that stuff.
I know. Well,
Strong woman.
Jim, Chris, I want to thank you for being here tonight. And to our viewers, I hope you can make it to Operation Honor in Blue Island to make this event a success. These people before me today, they really gave it their all, and I want to thank you for what you're doing for Operation Honor. Thank you for what you're doing for K9. It just means an awful lot to us. It really does. Is there anything else in closing, short, you'd like to say?
No, just thank you for the opportunity to
To be
tell
here,
people about
yeah.
it.
Absolutely.
It's really an honor to have you here. And, like I said, being at your event, seeing it firsthand, it's just an amazing event. It really does. It takes a lot to keep that working and keep it together.
We'd love to see everybody there at our
So,
event. Thanks.
Get out, stop out to Blue Island, and why don't you repeat the address one last time?
Yes, absolutely. It's 12804 Highland Avenue, Blue Island, 60406, Memorial Park.
And we're looking forward to a successful event. So stop out there and come out, talk to Jim, talk to Chris, and volunteer your services or in your time.
Or
Thank
just have
you.
a good time.
Come and eat.
Yeah, thank you.